What's up, everyone? We're back with some more Gundam Evolution gameplay with the newest Gundam, Nu Gundam. And I was really hoping I could get this some of this gameplay on the new map as well, but of all the time I've played so far in Season 2, I got the map a total of once, and it was extremely one-sided. I think my team was, we had 4 players who were all new to the game. I think they were all level 3 or lower. And it was a bit of a stomp, so I'm happy to see new players coming to the game, but I was hoping matchmaking could handle it a little bit better, and in that case, it did not. But anyway, this is one of the many games I've played, Nu Gundam so far, and I am enjoying the suit quite a bit, but I do have to say they're also not as strong as I thought based on the previews. I think numbers-wise, they seem crazy, and in fact, some of the damage numbers actually went up from the preview. I think Hyper Bazooka went down by like 100 damage, which I'm not sure if I agree with, because I feel like that ability is kind of weak. It was like 400 in the preview stuff, it's 300 now. But they actually added a little bit of damage to the fin funnels and to the primary fire since that preview. And they gave an additional 2 bullets as well. So kind of a bunch of little small changes. But while on paper, the fin funnels seem crazy, I mean, with just one stack, they theoretically do 800 damage, which is insane. I mean, you had to shoot someone twice. You already did probably around 200-ish, maybe 300, depending on how close you were and whether you hit headshots. Plus 800, that's going to kill like almost everyone, right? But the thing is, unless the person's standing completely still, the fin funnels don't actually track that well. If they're dashing, they're probably going to miss. If they're running backwards, like say I'm shooting this Sazabi here. If I had dropped the fin funnels on him and he was like moving backwards as the fin funnels flew him to shoot him, they'd all shoot his shield, and they wouldn't actually end up getting any hits on it. If he was standing still, they do kind of go over you and hit you there, but people aren't normally going to be sitting still, you know, unless it's like a sniper, and even then, unless you're doing the fin funnels before getting any stacks, they already know you're shooting at them, so they're probably already going to start moving. So it is kind of a strategy I've been thinking about, if maybe it's better at sometimes instead of going for the getting the stacks first, it might just be better to go for the no stack fin funnel launch at the start when they don't realize you're there, kind of like an ambush attack, then get that damage and then just try and finish them off with other stuff. But you know, I'm still experimenting, it's early on. Definitely don't think the suit is bad, but I don't think they're OP based on initial things. You know, I was saying I thought that they were going to need a nerf. Right now, I don't think so. It might even need a tiny buff, but, you know, going to wait and hold off on that opinion so far. But, yeah, you can see me here, still using the fin funnels. It broke through the shield there, still didn't hit Sazabi, but at least it was extra damage to get through the shield. And they do have a short cooldown too, it's only like 7 seconds. But they don't come out super fast either. Like after you target with them, it takes a good like second or two for them to actually start shooting. And if you die before they get to the target, they also just go away. So you can't use them as like a last ditch, oh, I'm gonna get revenge on you for taking me out. No, they will disappear before they get their chance to shoot. But one really nice advantage of them is, like you saw right there, it was kind of unintentional. I killed the sniper before my fin funnels came out, but if the fin funnels finish someone off with some of their early shots, or if you target as they go down, the fin funnels will, because they're sitting still, do a really good job of finishing off their disabled bodies sitting there. And you know, sometimes they're gonna be awkward to do, especially since your main weapon doesn't do that much damage as Nu Gundam. So sometimes getting the free finish off on down people is actually pretty nice. It doesn't give them a chance to repair. Even a gun tank probably isn't gonna be able to get it off in time, so that can be nice. You saw me use the G maneuver. It didn't do a whole lot there. I mean, I did go through the whole shield. I ended up getting destroyed there, so it was tanking damage, 2400 HP. But I think it actually is a lot stronger if you use it in a position like you're pushing through a choke with your team, or you know, you're trying to disarm a bomb or plant a bomb, or even going for repair. I think it's really nice in those situations because the enemy has to get really close to damage you in that case, or DPS down your shield, but that's pretty hard unless their whole team is there. So you can get through with melee attacks and just getting close and shooting through it. But if you're at like full HP, you know, that's 1200 HP, and you get forced into getting close, it actually is a pretty good option. It does I don't think they discussed this in any of the preview stuff, but it does actually change how your fin funnel ability works. So, oh, and right here, see, that's an example of where he dashed backwards and the fin funnels tried to shoot him and he had his shield up, and they all ended up shooting the shield. So he barely got away there. As I was saying, yeah, in the previous stuff, they did show that when you activate the G maneuver with your big shield, that one fin funnel comes out and starts shooting at people, doing a little bit of damage. But I don't think they talked about is that if you use your fin funnel active ability while it's happening, it won't shoot out more fin funnels. It'll make the one that's already out there start shooting a bit faster. And I think it kind of just ends up being a weaker version of regular ability, because I don't think the sped up fire rate is like that much stronger compared to, you know, or not stronger at all, I think, compared to when you just use it normally. But, you know, it's still something. It means the ability isn't useless while you got your shield up. Right here, once again, I think I went through my whole shield there. I was hoping to pop it and then go for the disarm, but there are too many enemies around, especially that Sazabi. I knew he was going to just come in and shotgun me through my shield. So I kind of just used it to try and fight for a bit there. Didn't work out. We still got time to disarm, though. And I haven't talked a whole lot about Hyper Bazooka. I did say it got nerfed damage-wise. I just think it's kind of awkward to use. I do get a kill with it right there, just as I was talking smack about it. But, yeah, I think almost feel like the fact that it makes you dodge makes it harder to use. Because a lot of times I just want to use it to get that quick explosive damage on a group of people coming in. I don't necessarily want to jump out of the way or into them, so it can be kind of awkward. But it worked out there, and we did manage to get that last second disarm. Alright, going into round 2 here on offense. So talking about a general role for Nu Gundam, I'm not really sure yet. My initial thoughts was going to be it was a lot like Gundam, because you've got a beam rifle type weapon, does decent damage, not as much as Gundam, and it falls off pretty hard. You know, Gundam, I think it might be the same value as Gundam, but since your numbers are starting off smaller, you feel it a lot more. Like Gundam at max range, still getting a body shot, does over 100 damage. Nu Gundam is like 70 or like 80 or something. It barely even tickles. But you do with the fin funnels, I guess, to kind of make up for it. But so I was thinking you'd be long range, but you don't really have the damage for it. And you know, when the people at longer range, I'd say it's easier for them to kind of get out of the way of your fin funnels. So I guess would you want to be close range then? I don't know. You have 1200 HP, but you don't have a big shield like Sazabi. You don't have a shield like Jim. You could see here, like, I go in and I got stunned, but I was probably gonna die anyways. So I'm not really sure. Maybe they're really just like a mid-range type suit. That might be kind of where they shake out in the end. And with your G maneuver, you obviously don't want to be close range either, because that's where they can hurt you. So it does feel a little awkward to play sometimes. I'm still not really sure where exactly to position myself a lot of the time. And also, you've only got that one dash. I mean, there's only, unless I'm forgetting, there's only 3 other suits in the game with one dash, and 2 of them have shields, and the last one is a sniper. So it's kind of tough to fight around people when you've only got the one dash. I guess you do sort of have a second dash with Mega Bazooka, but like I said, that's a little bit awkward to use since it kind of just goes in one direction. And if you want to use it for the damage, it's hard to use it for the dodging at the same time. So I don't know. That could just be a learning curve thing I gotta get over. And right here, I'm fighting Sazabi up close again, and he's really kind of, you know, in the trailer, they showed Nu Gundam kind of winning that fight, but I think in gameplay-wise, that's a fight that is very hard. Because you both got the one dash, Sazabi's got the axe, though, to kind of chase, even if you use the Mega Bazooka to run away more. And as long as Sazabi keeps the shield up, there's not really a whole lot you can do. You can fire off the, you know, you're probably not going to get a stack unless you start shooting him before you put his shield up. So you're only going to get about 400 damage, and that's if they all hit. So yeah, I definitely think the close range suits are the harder stuff for Nu Gundam to deal with. Right there, though, I managed to put a little bit of distance between me while I had the shield up, and he couldn't do much there. He was just shooting my shield, and that didn't really matter. But we've got an Exia G maneuver coming in here right at the end. Gets them really low, and I managed to pop them both with a single shot, and that's enough to finish it. And we managed to pick up the win there.
They were outclassed the moment they stepped on the field.
And there we go, our first Nu Gundam MVP. Hopefully the first of many. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully that game gave you a good idea of how Nu Gundam plays and how strong they are. I don't think they're a must-have suit, but I do think they're fun and worth spending your points on if they look like they're the type of suit you'd like to play. If you want to see more from me, I had been streaming on Twitch, and I'll be playing more of Season 2. You can also just stay tuned here for more YouTube videos. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.